Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Week 15 Handicaps. This week was a little rough for me. I gave a lot of profit back on the Buffalo Bills game. That was a hell of a game. Wish I'd bet less money. Buffalo's taken a lot of my profit this year. Now I'm trying to build the account back up. Hopefully I get there. All right, so hopefully everybody's having a good morning. Let's get on into the games here. First game up. Thursday Night Football. LA Rams 26.1 is what I've got to San Francisco 22.7. San Francisco favored by 2.5. I don't know if I'm going to play this, but if you play it, I think I'd jump on the Rams side. Rams look very good against the Bills. So I would either play money line Rams or take the plus 2.5. San Francisco's does have some injuries, and I feel like the Rams may pull this one out. But I'm not sure I'm going to play it, so be cautious. Next game up, Sunday slate, 1 p.m. Washington Commanders coming off a bye at New Orleans. So I got Washington 29.0, New Orleans 21.3. Washington's got a lot to play for. I think I'm going to go and definitely be on the side of the Washington Commanders. Current line spread on FanDuel 7.5. I think a smarter play might be take alternative spread, take it down to 6.5. All right, trying to beat Vegas is always a battle every week. So, all right, next game up, Kansas City versus Cleveland Browns, 1 p.m. game. Kansas City 25.5, Cleveland 20.15. Kansas City's not been covering all season, and I don't know if they should cover against a Browns team. I'm going to say let's move on that 4.5 while we can. I'm really torn about how to play that. Do you take Kansas City money line or take Cleveland in the points? Right now, I'm going to say take Kansas City in the points. Gosh, I would think they'd cover 4.5, but every game this year, Kansas City's not been covering. The Browns team doesn't have anything to play for. If they do their 3 turnovers like normal, I think Kansas City should win this game easy. Next game up, I'm not going to bet it. Cincinnati Bengals versus Tennessee Titans. 22.15 points. Tennessee, 28.25 points. Obviously, this, I think, is another Vegas trap game. I'm not going to play it, but if you're going to play it, I would take Tennessee in the plus points. Next game up, Miami Dolphins. They looked really good this weekend. Beat a bad Jets team in overtime. Tua looks like he's back to me. Miami Dolphins, I got 21.75. Houston, 33.25. I think Houston's the clear winner here. The current point spread's 2.5 on FanDuel. Definitely going to put some money on it. Here is our biggest spread of the week. I have the Baltimore Ravens versus New York Giants. Baltimore, 34.2 points. New York Giants, 20.30. The big spread of 14.5. I'm personally not going to touch this. Justin Tucker was having issues before Baltimore went into the bye. That's a big spread. Maybe a live bet, see what happens with that game. The Ravens should win that game. I don't know if they're going to cover that 14.5. One thing I've noticed about the Ravens, they get a big lead. Sometimes they take their foot off the gas, and late they're going to get lazy. That could be a backdoor cover for the Giants. Next game up, New York Jets, 22.4 points to Jags, 21.3. Don't play this game. Neither team has anything to play for. Current spread is Jags, Jets, 3.5. Next game up, another game don't play. Dallas Cowboys, 25.25 points. Carolina, 25.7. Both teams not having a good year. Current point spread is the Carolina Panthers favored by 1.5. And you don't have to play every game, guys. So you look for your spots. Next game up, I've got this 425 game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the LA Chargers. 23.40 points for Tampa, 25.6 points for the Chargers. I'm definitely on this one. Take the Chargers with that 2.5 points. That's another money pick. Next game up, got the Indianapolis Colts, the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos and both the Colts are coming off buys. Indianapolis Colts 25.15 points. Denver 29.75 points. Next game up. So I'm definitely going to play Denver. I play Denver the 4.5 money pick. Denver's defense is very good, and I think that might be a good game to put in the defensive touchdown for Denver. They got one going into the bye against the Browns. Richardson does like to throw picks. So next game up, New England Patriots 24.80 points to Arizona 25.15 points. Current spread, Arizona 6.5 points. I don't know what we're going to get with this game. New England very bad. Arizona has problems. Seattle beat them again. I personally think stay off of it, but if you're going to play it, I would take Arizona in the 6.5. I don't know what we're going to get there. It's hard to say. Cardinals to me have been not very consistent. Next game up, 425 slate. Buffalo Bills at the Detroit Lions. Buffalo 21.7. Detroit 25.7. Current point spread is 1.5. So if you're going to play it, I would play Detroit. I don't think I'm going to play this. Maybe it's a good live bet. Just because both teams are really good, and I think it's hard to pick a winner. As we saw with the LA Rams showed up against the Bills, and I don't know why they did. Really don't have anything to play for. These road games for Buffalo, I think, are a little hard to predict. I think Buffalo wins this one in a close one. Next game up, Sunday Night Football. 8:20 p.m. start. Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Got Pittsburgh 26.50 points, Philly 25.7. I personally think if you play this, take Pittsburgh on points, plus 5.5. That's what I'm going to play. And I'm a little torn to whether I'm putting money on it. Next game up. I think Pittsburgh-Philly was a day game. Sorry, I said something wrong. But anyhow, next game up. This is the Sunday night game. 8:20 start. Green Bay versus the Seattle Seahawks. I got 25.5 points for Green Bay. Seattle, 29.35 points. So if you're going to play this, I would play Seattle plus the 3. Looks like another Vegas trap game to me. And now on to the Monday night games. We have 2 Monday night games this week. First game up, and I think it's 8:15. Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. A division game. These games are always tough. Chicago 25.4 points to Minnesota 25.3. I'm personally not going to play this, and this might be another one good for a live bet. The current spread is Minnesota 7. And I don't know what we're going to get with Minnesota. They had a good week last week. They should probably win and cover this game, but I think I'm going to stay off of it at the moment. Last game of the week, Monday, December 16th, 8:30. Atlanta Falcons at the Las Vegas Raiders. And don't play this. This is a horrible game. Atlanta, 25.0 points to Las Vegas, 21.25 points. Current point spread is Atlanta favored 4.5 points. And let's see what I did watch some football this week at the casino, and Buffalo Bills did not come out on the wrong side, did not come out on the right side. Saw a lot of good action, and still a lot of teams are still fighting. There's some teams still fighting for things, and other teams that are out. Denver is. I think if they keep winning, I think Denver makes playoffs. Let's see who else do I like. LA Chargers, I think, can make the playoffs. A lot of AFC West to me is very, very competitive, and that's the toughest division in football. I do like Pittsburgh. They're going to win the division. I think they had a 2-game lead or something. Yeah, they won that division. Of course, Detroit is my pick to go to the Super Bowl, and Kansas City, and a lot of teams still fighting for playoff spots, and so the teams are, making playoff pushes right now. So it should be interesting and see what we're going to get. All right, guys, I'm probably going to do a second video maybe tomorrow on player props. All right, everybody have a great week. Let's get these Benjamins.